As our body grows and develops from when we're a baby till when we're adult, so too we are meant to grow and develop spiritually, emotionally, psychologically. If we have a distorted view of who we are and of our own worth, then our interior growth will be stunted, and we'll probably have a distorted view of God as well. If we've been treated without much love or care, or if we've been rejected by important people in our lives, oftentimes children will project those painful experiences onto God and will think and feel that they're not deserving of His love or acceptance either. Or they just think that God rejects them too. It's a setup for spiritual ruin. We've been set up to not develop a good relationship with God in that case. So we may be adults, but we still relate to God like fearful or angry or hurting little children. So we're spiritually stunted, essentially. In regard to our faith life, low self-worth can mean that we feel that God rejects us. We feel guilty, even if we haven't done anything wrong. We can also have trouble admitting when we've sinned because we feel that the Lord doesn't care, or we feel justified in our bad choices. We can struggle with trusting God because people in our lives simply were not trustworthy. We can understand God as a rule maker and a judge, but not really able to understand Him as a loving Heavenly Father. We can have difficulty welcoming the Lord's grace and mercy into our hearts and minds. We can feel that the Lord doesn't want to have anything to do with us, that He doesn't have any plan or purpose for our lives. We can feel that God maybe cares about everyone else and will take care of everyone else except me. Our spiritual arrested development needs a conversion. It needs a metanoia, which is what St. Paul in the New Testament call it. St. Paul says in 1 Corinthians 13:11, you know what he says there? He says, when I was a child, I spoke like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. Now that I'm an adult, I put childish ways behind me. So we need to work on putting aside the false, childish understandings that we have of God if we want to grow. The psalmist says in Psalm 145, verse 8, that the Lord is gracious and merciful, slow to anger and abounding in mercy. He says in Psalm 34, verse 18, that God is near the brokenhearted. He saves those who are crushed in spirit. We need to pray and ask the Lord to take those verses to heart and others which are positive, if we're looking to have our spiritual and emotional maturity be more in line with our physical maturity, which is God's plan for us. In our next video, we'll look at the question of abuse and its effects on our true sense of self-worth. I'm Father Terrance. Ave Maria. Please keep me in your prayers. I will pray for you as well. Take care. God bless you.